have come to the very doorstep of Mordor to challenge the Dark Lord Sauron. There can be no turning back now.
Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where today we are here at the most unwelcoming spot in all of Middle-earth, the very gates of Mordor. Ooh, this does not sound like it's going to be a fun experience, but I suppose I should join everybody else on a mount. So, what's the plan, sir? All is still and silent, but I don't trust this emptiness. Do not be fooled by the quiet. There are eyes upon us, though we see them not. Let us ride nearer, and I will call for Sauron's surrender. Yes, I'm sure he will immediately surrender. We go now to treat with Mordor. That always goes well. I have asked all of you to accompany me here, so every land that opposes Sauron will be represented. It is time to die. Okay, here we go. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, what could possibly go right? I think is probably the better word for that. Steady, Master Peregrine. This is far enough. Oh, we're done? We can turn back now? Unfurl the banner! Let them see with whom they are dealing! Oh, there we are. Hearken to me! Gondor has come to your border with just grievances and fair demands. Send forth the Lord of the Black Land. Roguefully has he made war upon Gondor and taken its lands. Let him come forth to answer for these crimes. Why isn't anything happening? Stay behind me, Master Halfling. Oh, I guess that means me too. As King of Gondor, I demand that Sauron come forth and atone for his evils. Is that the Dark Lord? Oh. No, Sauron will not leave his lands until victory is assured. He sends a servant to us, a messenger only. Indeed, but we would be wise not to underestimate this messenger. He must be deep in the enemy's councils to be trusted with this mission. I am the mouth of Sauron. I speak for he who resides in the Dark Tower. I see none here who have authority to treat with me. Certainly not thou. I am not to be touched. I am protected as a herald. You have nothing to fear from us, messenger, until your errand is done. But if your master does not repent of his evils, you will be imperiled indeed. We are surprised to see thee with this rebel, O Greybeard. Dost thou not send Southers to their doom, hatching the plots from a safe distance? I have tokens that was bidden to show thee, if thou shouldst come. Oh, what are these tokens? We have A sword. Okay. A cloak. Okay. And chain. Oh no! Quiet, Peregrine. Ah, Pinelore, see to Peregrine and tell him to hold his tongue. Pippin, shh! Pinelore, surely you must recognize those items. That's Frodo's milk shirt, the one that he had from Bilbo. The grey cloak has an elven brooch pinned to it, like the one that I had from Lorien. And that's Sam's sword, or I'm a buffin. How did this terrible messenger come to have those items? What happened to Frodo and Sam? Shh. The mouth of Sauron smiles cruelly with avarice. Ah, you have another one of those imps with you, do you? I do not know what use you find in them. Sending them as spies into Mordor is foolish, even for you. But this imp does me service, and I thank him for it. Thou canst deny the tokens now, for he plainly has seen them before. I do not deny them. I know all of their history, which you do not. But why do you bring them here? Coat of the dwarves, cloak of the elves, blade of the fallen west, and spy from the Shire, home of rats. Aye, I know of it. He who bore these tokens might be dear to you, and he might not. But if you would grieve to lose him, I advise you to think most carefully. Sauron bears no love for spies. His fate will depend on your choice. Good. I can see that he was dear to you. Or maybe his errand was one that you did not want to fail. It has. Now your little spy will suffer the worst torments the Dark Tower can devise. You will never see him again, or perhaps he will be released when he is broken. And he will come to you thus changed, and you will see what you have done. This is what will be, unless you accept my lord's requests. And name the terms. Gondor's rabble will withdraw beyond the river Anduin. They will take oath to never again assail Sauron the Great or his subjects. All lands east of Anduin will be Sauron's in perpetuity. Lands west of the Anduin will be subordinate to his will. The men in these lands will arrange their own affairs, but bear no weapons. They will help to rebuild Isengard, and Sauron's lieutenant will dwell there. He will rule over the remains of the West. Saruman? Nay, not Saruman. He speaks of himself. This is much to exchange for the delivery of one prisoner. Has Sauron's defeat in the fields of battle so demoralized him that now he must haggle? Where is this prisoner? Deliver him to us, and we will consider Sauron's terms. Insolence! You are in no position to make demands of Sauron. These are the terms. You will take them, or you will leave them. Pinelore, may I speak with you? Oh? Steel your heart for the trials ahead. That Sauron has either Frodo or Samwise in captivity seems certain, but you must have noticed, as I have, that this messenger speaks of only one prisoner, not two. And yet, those items are unmistakably and were in the possession of both of our hobbits. I don't want this vile messenger to keep them. I will distract them, and I want you to retrieve the items in memory of our friends. Bane. Okay, let's go and pick these up. Okay. Oh, no, don't pick up Shadowfax! That'll be a bit much even for one hobbit, I think. Even with the rather generous pockets we have. Oh. There we go. We take these items in memory of our friend. As for your terms, consider them utterly rejected. We did not come here to waste words with Sauron or with his slaves. Your protection as a herald is near its end, and death is close at hand for you. Now, begone! Run away, run away, run away, run away! And the mouth of Sauron bravely ran away. Well spoken, my friend. Now, we will see what answer Sauron will make. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, big army. I take it this army isn't here for a bake sale.
The quest of the ring has failed, but we must not give in to despair.
Do not give up hope, Pinelore. We must stand as tall as we may, or Frodo and Sam would have gone to their doom for nothing. I will not allow this to be. The quest for the ring has failed, but we must not give in to despair, or we betray the men who fought alongside us. The day is dark. Let our blades and our hearts oppose the evils that would forever silence them, and avenge our friends upon these foes. All right, in other words, we're going to fight to the end.
This is where we will make our stand.
The Black Gate has opened, and the armies of Mordor stream forth for Sauron's land, seeking to put an end to those who vex him still. This is where we will make our stand. Sauron's warriors have formed a ring around the Slag Hills, Pinelore. But it's not the one ring, though. Fight these foes as they approach, and keep them from advancing. Stand with our friends and allies, and aid them as you can. We must hold out as long as we are able. Right. In other words, avoid dying. Okie dokie. Let's see. Now, what have we got here? Surely there are... Ah! There's an enemy right over there. Whack! Okay. Whack an orc. Today we will play Whack-a-Nork. There you go. Whack and thack and twack. We'll twack them on the head. Alright, there we go. Now, let's see. Talk to Darabin at the eastern edge of the battle. Assuming the orcs allow me to get to him. So up this way. I'm sure Darabin is going to be somewhere. He's not exactly in the happiest of moods at the moment. Alright, let's hope I don't sprout some feathers as I come down here. For Elisar! For Gondor! For the north!
A palpable hit. And another.
Is this to be the last battle, Pinelore? My heart tells me that it is so, and though it is a sorrowful thing, I will be glad to see the end of wartime and to have rest. A palpable hit, and another! I find no joy in battle, my friend, but I find that I am uncommonly good at it, truly. I will use that skill to defend the men at my side until my last breath is stolen away by some lucky stroke. Fight onward, Pinelore! Make our foes pay for the evils that they have done, and hope still to do. Alright, so I need to defeat enemies at the Battle of the Morannon. More enemies at the battle. How many rounds of enemies do I need to kill? There you go. One enemy defeated. There you go. And 2 enemies defeated. Okay. Next. 3 enemies defeated. And now finally 4 enemies defeated. Now, talk to Rothandir in the eastern edge of the battle. Oops. Probably best not to run in front of an archer as they're getting ready to release an arrow. I have a feeling it's not exactly the healthiest thing to do. But there's always a possibility that I could be having a false understanding of that. Now, what do you have here? Lothrandir.
Stand fast.
Stand fast, men! They seek to cow us with their numbers, but each of us is worth a dozen of these mindless thralls. Unfortunately, they outnumber us by a factor of more than a dozen. My limbs are heavy and my breath is short, Pinelore, but I will do what I can to support Aragorn and my kinsmen. Fight on! Fight on! Alright, so now defeat more enemies in the area. Only 2 this time? Why, where are they going to be? Trolls, of course. Bigger enemies. So they count as 2 effectively then. So Legolas was wrong in the movie. He gave us the impression that the big ones only count as 1. Though I haven't had an opportunity to check to see what he thinks about killing a Moomok. Alright, there we go. There we go. Now, talk to Gimli in the northeastern slope of the eastern Slag Hill. I would presume that's the quest ring that I see up ahead of me. I mean, is that when I had to kill? No, that's just... Oh, but he is fighting with Gimli, so I guess I should stop here anyway.
Legolas
boss tells me his supply of arrows will not last.
I see that you've already slain your share of orcs, Pine Lore. I was going to say 8 orcs and 2 trolls, but I guess a couple of extra orcs are also killed in there. Legolas is also cut an impressive swath. But he tells me that his supply of arrows will not long last. Perhaps you can help him with this? The battle has only just begun, but there is no need to worry about our respective tallies at this time. There will be plenty of foes for all of us. All right. Well, what do you say, Legolas?
Gimli is right. My supply of arrows will soon run low.
Yes, many archers at Gondor and Rohan have already fallen to the arrows of Mordor. Some of their quivers remain full, or nearly so. Go to the archery lines and look for our fallen unfortunates. If you return to me with a number of full quivers, I will be able to maintain my current pace and continue to support Gimli. All right, I shall do so. Quiver at the thought of the arrival of Legolas. Now let's see. We have here. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, arrows. A quiver of arrows. 1 quiver. How many quivers do I need? 6 of them? Here are your arrows?
Set the quivers at my feet, and I will use them as the need arises.
I heard Aragorn shouting his commands from the top of the Slag Hill to the southwest, Pine Lore. Climb that hill and see if you could aid him. All right, now to Aragorn. We'll return to him, which is where I'm going to meet you when we arrive at the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.